I would like to first off thank members of the media for joining us on very short notice this morning, and also for your patience over the last, over the last 24 hours. I'd also like to acknowledge all staff, all board members, and Blue Bomber fans watching live or listening on radio. Today we embark on some major changes within the Winnipeg Football Club hierarchy. And to begin this announcement, please allow me to introduce the Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Winnipeg Football Club, Mr. Buchko.
Thank you, Darren, and once again, good morning, everyone, media, Board of Directors, staff, and fans, and the community who may be watching over the airwaves. Also, good morning to Mr. Wade Miller, former Blue Bomber Hall of Famer, community leader. You'll be hearing more from Wade in a few moments, at which point his presence here today will make sense to you. Let me begin my comments by addressing the first topic on everyone's minds, and that's the media leak that occurred yesterday. Not only was the unauthorized release of information extremely unfortunate, it was unethical and left Joe Mack in a position that we all find abhorrent. Though we may never determine whether, in fact, a board member leaked the information or who it was, you can count on the fact that we take the situation extremely seriously, and if discovered, we will take immediate corrective action to ensure that this type of behavior is not tolerated in this organization. To come to the business at hand, allow me to tell you that for some time, the board has been engaged in an exhaustive evaluation of all aspects of our business. Clearly, things have not been going in the right direction, and our record speaks for itself. After a lot of review, discussion, and contemplation at the board level, this morning I spoke with Buchko, and through mutual agreement, determined that he will no longer serve the Winnipeg Football Club. Yes, Garth took on the immense task of opening Investors Group Field, and along with this path, inherited a number of issues that were not of his making. We are grateful for his tireless efforts, but at the end of the day, the board in its capacity determined the club needed to move, and move now, in a new direction in its most senior position. Having already introduced you to Wade Miller, it is my pleasure to announce that effective immediately, Wade will serve as our new acting CEO with a clear mandate to do what he does best, and that's to roll up his sleeves, excite and motivate people, and effect the kind of change that will move the Winnipeg Football Club in a different direction, starting now. I suspect most of you and our fans know Wade, but for those who don't, he brings a winning combination of experience to the table that we strongly believe is right for our football club. For starters, he knows football from the inside of the Blue Bomber locker room. During his 11 years with our team, Wade received CFL East Division All-Star honors in 1997 and 1999, and ranks as the Bombers' all-time leader in special team tackles. He was inducted into the Winnipeg Hall of Fame in 2011. Wade took his tenacious, no-holds-barred approach from the locker room to the boardroom, where he started not just one, but a number of successful businesses. Pinnacle, the city's largest provider of executive and management recruitment services, Elite Sports Injury, and Elite Performance Plus. He even opened Booster Juice franchises in Winnipeg. In recognition of his attitude and his business success, in 2007, Wade was named as one of the top 40 under 40 in Canada by the Globe and Mail. Finally, he is a committed community leader, having twice received the Ed Kotowich Good Guy Award, given annually to the Blue Bomber, who best combines football ability, team camaraderie, an extraordinary community effort. Driven by his entrepreneurial, ambitious spirit, Wade likes to build winning teams, and we're giving him the mandate to do just that wherever it's in the locker room, boardroom, or reaching out into the community. In him, we believe we have found an unbeatable combination of passion, commitment, and experience to set the Winnipeg Football Club on a new path. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Wade Miller.
Thank you, Brock, and good morning to everybody. It's an honor to stand up before you today as the acting CEO of the Winnipeg Football Club, and I mean it. As a former member of our Blue Bombers and someone who remains committed to the chair of the alumni organization, this team means everything to me. Just as I know it means so much to our fans and the community. It was on the field racking up tackles where I learned that value of being tenacious and digging deep as part of a team. These lessons drove me into business where I like to think I've enjoyed a little more success following the same principles of building winning teams and valuing and motivating people. In accepting the challenge in this leadership role, I look at the amazing new Investors Group field, knowing the finest facility in the country can't protect our fans from the disappointment of what is happening on the field. To our fans, I want you to know that I'm committed to the heavy lifting required to put us on a new path and affect the kind of change that will lead us into a new direction. These aren't empty words. Since at the age of 23, I've been rolling up my sleeves, getting it done, and delivering results. In the end, whether you're running a home, a business, or a football club, that's all that really matters. And yes, I even welcome the term acting CEO, because I'm not afraid to prove myself and let my results speak for myself. That's my calling card on the field and off the field, so we're going to bring it. I'm an individual who moves quickly, and this morning I spoke with General Manager Joe Mack and notified him that he'll be relieved of his duties immediately. A GM has a responsibility to win football games. Let's call a spade a spade. Under Joe Mack, the record speaks for itself. I've yet to speak with Kyle Walters as he's in transit, but have spoken to Tim Burke this morning. These conversations went extremely well, and over the next couple days, we'll be evaluating and determining the critical next steps that are needed in our football operations. With 2/3 of the season left, the club is moving forward in a new direction. The standing pat is gone. It's time for action. And yes, I'm going to focus on football first to bring back the history and winning attitude we used to have, because that's what our fans not only expect, but deserve. But I also want you to know, in our new home, we have to grow this beyond football to ensure to take advantage of offering our community a full range of opportunities available at this sport and entertainment facility. We've got the best fans in the stands, the best stadium. Now we're going to make things right on the field and create the best fan experience possible, and that includes a competitive team. I know the challenges that lie ahead, but I'm comfortable in growing the business and tackling everything that comes at me. I have business and football experience. I have the business and football experience plus the passion and commitment to make this happen and move the club forward. Not only is change necessary, it's already happening. I want to thank the board for a clear mandate. I look forward to your questions. I look forward to making this move in the right direction.